Hey, John, thanks. Yeah, the Army's vaccine numbers are coming out next week, and we already have a good idea of where they're at, which is about 14,000 or so soldiers who haven't gotten the vaccine of any kind. And that also means that we now have a pretty good picture of how many active duty troops across the services are unvaccinated, which is somewhere around 40,000. So as of now, with that number in mind, would you say the Secretary expected that much? Is that below or above the targets you were hoping for? And separately, with Dr. Fauci making recommendations to get the booster, will a 3-shot regimen be the new requirement for the department going forward?
The Secretary's expectation is 100% vaccination. That's what he wants to see. And I would certainly, I won't speak for the Army and their numbers of where they are right now, but with active duty personnel with at least one dose, right now we're at 96.4%. Active duty personnel that are fully vaccinated stands at 90%. And then across the total force, this includes reserves and guard, fully vaccinated, we're at almost 74%. So the numbers keep trending in the right direction. We're glad to see that, Alex. We know there's more work to do, and there's some deadlines that haven't passed yet, as you well know as well. But the Secretary's expectation is, because this is a mandatory military readiness requirement, is that everybody's going to get it, with the exception of those, of course, who are properly exempted from it, either doctor's orders or they have applied for an exemption that has been accepted. And I'm sorry, I completely lost train on your second question.
The second question is, Dr. Fauci has recommended everyone get the booster. So what are you guys doing about policy for service members to be considered fully vaccinated? Will that move to a booster shot as well?
It's a terrific question. There are active discussions here in the department at the policy level about booster shots and whether or not to make those mandatory. There have been no final decisions made about that. Rest assured that should there be an addition to that in terms of the mandatory vaccine requirement, we'll clearly communicate that and be transparent about it. But there are discussions in the department about the efficacy of enacting a booster mandatory policy as well.